Hello and welcome to Mid-Century Modern Design Diary. This is episode 2 and I'm with Jay from Rag&BoneBro, even, and I'll let him tell you all about what he does and how he does it.
Right, me and my brother, we travel up and down the country, but mainly Europe, mainly Germany, East and West, Czech Republic, finding the good stuff we like, bringing it back, restoring it, cleaning it, and trying to sell it on. Our main interest is industrial Bauhaus mixed with mid-century.
You've got some really nice West German pottery here with really nice glaze, and the industrial lights are second to none. I'm looking around the workshop, very organised. I really wish I could be that organised. We're going to do five love and lost items that Jay wants to talk about, and we'll run through in reverse order, and we'll go number 5. What is your number 5 love and lost?
Number 5 is an awesome Majolica handmade lamp, floor or side table lamp, green. When you first see it, it looks like a watermelon. It looked like a watermelon. Wow. It was awesome with its original shade. Found that in Germany. That was one of our first trips with the help of a friend called Hubert. Mm-hmm. Found that, brought it back, gave it a really good clean, rewired it, sorted it all out, and it was actually our first ever mid-century modern at Dulwich.
When you saw it, was it on a stand or was it in a shop?
It was in a box, in a car boot.
Wow.
It was just in a box and it had brown paper wrapped around it. I didn't see it. Our friend Hubert saw it and he goes, "Look, this is good, buy it." Mm-hmm. And we just did. But when you saw it, when you lifted it up, it was so nice. It was really nice. Yeah, after rewiring it and stuff, I'll never forget the first ever show we done. It was our first ever outing at Dulwich with Mid-Century Modern. Put it out on the side, got ready, doors opened at 10, and this lady, she just walked up, she saw it, took a photo, went away, come back, looked at it, went away, came back, and then it was about 11 o'clock. And she just saw it and she goes, "Right, I like that, I'll have it." She didn't ask.
She didn't hassle?
She didn't hassle? No hassling, no asking how much. She said, "I'll have it." Okay. And the thing my brother was saying, that before her, people were asking how much, and we were saying, and they were just walking away. And my brother was saying, if we don't sell it, we'll take it to the shop, we'll enjoy it for a couple of months, and then
and it was gone.
And 11 o'clock, within an hour, the same lady that saw it first thing in the morning, came back, said, "I'll have it."
Never to be seen again. So we're gonna have a look. We're gonna see what it looks like. Have a look at the pictures and see if you can guess how much he sold it for. Number 5, mid-century modern design. So, Jay, people are waiting to hear the magic figure. How much did you sell it
for? £420.
That's a fair price. That is a fair price.
For us at that time because it's our first ever that was our first big show.
Right.
And for someone just to come out and just, here you go, boom, without haggling.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa.
Strange. But sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you have something with such good quality, that and the customer appreciates it and they buy it straight away. That doesn't happen all the time,
no.
But when it does, it's quite a nice feeling to find it.
Yeah, it makes you think, you know what, I am on the right track. I'm doing something right.
I know what I'm doing. So I'm eager to know what number 4 on your list of love, lost, found, and sold is.
Number 4, again, we found this in a box at Spitalfields Market from another dealer. It's the Herbert Terry Prototype 1208.
Oh.
But it was in immaculate condition, and it's the one on the high stand.
Yeah.
Where the base comes up and it's the high stand.
Yeah.
But it was in such good condition with its original crab, the switch.
So had the dealer got it out of the box, or was he displaying it?
No. It was just the dealer had a whole load of stuff. He must have done a house clearance or whatever, and it was just in the box again, in the banana box. And then as I'm walking past, I said to him, I got Andrew, you got anything for me? And he goes, because he knows we do lights, he goes, I've got some lights in there, have a look in that box. And I just looked in that box, I said, yeah, I like this, I'll have it.
Yeah.
And then, bought it back. It had all this original wire, so I took that all apart, gave it a good clean, didn't need to strip that, rewired it, took photos, put them on Instagram.
Those lamps are so classic, really. They're so functional and classic. They just work in any kind of interior.
That's what's really nice about them. Like, you could have them in your living room, you could have them in your bedroom, you could have them in the kitchen, you could have them anywhere. The way they work, they're so simple, and they fit in with any kind of decor. It could anyway. It works.
Yeah. No. Another find. Have a look at the pictures and see what you think, and see if you can guess how much we sold. So go on, Jay, tell us.
That didn't even make it to the website. That didn't even make it to the website, didn't even make it to the show. Picture, Instagram, someone messaged, and we finally agreed on £750.
Another fair price. And a really good design. It's kind of design that just lasts and lasts and lasts. And I sold them again now and again, and I'm quite amazed how quickly they do sell, and they just keep on selling for the amount of years I've been buying and selling items. You can always have that in the background, and it always sells. So we're at number 3.
Number 3.
We're getting there. So what is your number 3, Jay?
Number 3 are opaline pendant lamps by a designer and artist that both me and my brother love. I can't pronounce her name. Probably it's Mariana Brandt. She was a student at Bauhaus. Then she became a teacher at Bauhaus. She was actually an artist, silversmith, and photographer, painter and stuff. But she put her hand to designing, and she designed these like droplet pendant lights.
Right.
They were meant for industrial use, but they look so nice.
What's the droplet? Is it glass droplet?
It's an opaline glass with a cast iron back top. So they're for they're like the Germans use them for depots and storage units and factories.
Right.
But the design is so simple and so elegant, and especially for a woman of that, for a woman to design them in those times. And then we were in Germany, and our friend, he found them and he had them, and he goes, "Look, I've got these. Are you guys interested?" And like me and my brother, we saw them, we just loved them.
And that, getting back to the woman designer, that period, there's quite a few women designers that weren't recognised and got kind of pushed to the background, and now they're being recognised for their design.
Now, she was one of the designers that actually, the way ashtrays are designed now, it was her. Yeah. It was her idea with that little lip. She's got quite a few pieces in the V&A, in design museums. She was an amazing designer. And me and we both her designs. If we see, we've got a few of her designs that we've kept after this, that we hold on to.
Yeah.
But these 3, they were so nice. I restored them, and then my brother put them up in the shop here, and we put such a high price on them.
Hoping they wouldn't sell.
That's why the high price was. Even when Drew Pritchard came round, he saw them. He goes, "How much are they?" And we gave him a trade price, And he just looked at us and he goes, I get it.
You don't want to sell it.
Yeah, I get it. And then they like, we took them to a couple of shows, but only to display them, not to sell them, because we still put the high price on them.
Right.
And it wasn't until COVID, there's this guy we work with, or we worked together, and he came into the shop and he saw them and he goes, these are really nice. I really love these. And we gave him the price. And then he just looked at us and just smiled and he goes, yeah. And he went away. And then 2 days later, he phones up and goes, I'll have them. My brother goes, pardon? And goes,
Really?
he goes, yeah, I'll have them. I've got a place for my, I've been thinking about them and I love them too much. And then like, me and my brother, we were actually sad.
You almost get a sick feeling in your
We were
stomach.
saying, damn, although our accountant says sell, like we're,
No, it's a love and a loss. Yeah, I've been there. I have been there. You buy something, you really like it, you really want to own it, but in reality, you got to sell it. So we're gonna have a look at this lamp, and we're gonna see if we can guess what that high price was that Jay and his brother sold it for. So I'll ask again. What did you get for it?
£620 each.
Nice. And you boxed it and waved it goodbye.
Oh man, it was like, it was a sad day. Although we get it because he didn't flinch again, so we knew he really loved them and he enjoyed them as much as we did. Just sitting here many days, just turning them and looking at them. Like, it's a geeky thing, but we did get what he was looking at as well. So we were, in a way, happy that they went to someone that really will.
But it is nice when you pass on something that someone
else will enjoy.
Yeah, that a customer appreciates it and enjoys it.
Yeah.
It's another nice feeling, even though you'd like to keep it. But it's nice that a customer appreciates what you're selling.
But the good news is someone just phoned me up from Germany and they found 3 more.
Oh.
So we've said,
of course.
We'll have,
Yes, please.
Yeah, we're having them.
So we're at number 3.
Number 3 or is it number 2?
Sorry,
Number 2.
I'm losing count because of the excitement.
Yeah, number 2.
Of the lamp. Number 2.
Right, number 2 is. This is awesome. Actually, this is what my brother found. Again, this is in a car boot in Frankfurt. It's a Hans J. Wagner chair.
Really?
But at the time, we didn't know because this was on our first outing.
Right.
So,
but you knew back when you looked at the design.
When we saw the design, it looked so nice, and my brother sat in it, so nice. And the guy, he gave us, I think he said, not sure, 150 or 200 euros. And we were just sat in it, and it was so nice. And we said, look, worst comes to worst, it will go into one of our houses.
Got to buy it.
Yeah, got to buy it. So that went on the van straight. And I never forget, this was on our first trip, Frankfurt market, on the river. Bought it back, cleaned it. It was here actually. We just loved sitting in it. Anyone that came to the shop loved sitting on it. But the thing is, because we were starting out new, we didn't really know much. We were just looking into things.
Right.
And it was a Saturday evening. This husband and wife came over. She was pregnant, and she sat in the chair. And she just fell in love with it. And then she goes, "How much?" And then we weren't sure because we still didn't do the research on it. We didn't know what it was, and my brother just blurted out a price.
What kind of condition was it?
It was pretty good. It could have done with reupholstery, but
it could get away with it.
You could get away with it. And the wood did need a bit of oil, it did need some work too, because it was pretty dry. Whoever kept it must have kept it in a balcony or in the basement because the wood was dry. And
it told the story. The chair told the story of life.
Yeah. And then we told, my brother just blurted out a price off the top of his head without thinking about it. And they go, okay, then let's think about it, we'll measure up. And then on Sunday they phoned. Said, we really like that chair, my wife likes that chair, blah, blah, blah. And my brother said, okay, we'll deliver it on Monday.
Right.
So we came back. We came in on Monday, put it on the van. They lived in Walthamstow. We took it to their house. As soon as we took it to the house, my brother said, "1 minute, this isn't right.
Oh no!
This isn't right."
No.
So I didn't go in the house. My brother went in the house.
What was wrong?
The house was really good. The house was immaculate. And then when you walked in, it's a minimalist house.
Right.
And that's where my brother goes. She knew what it was.
I see.
She knew what it was.
Straight away.
Yeah. And then my brother goes, I took it into the kitchen, in the back conservatory, I put it down. He goes, it suited the house. So, and then 3 days later, she sent this email saying, God bless you guys.
God bless you.
I love you. You know, this is an awesome chair.
You gave me a gift.
Yeah, this is an awesome chair. It's fantastic. And that's when my brother said, you know what, let me just have a look online. Blah, blah, blah.
Look afterwards. You're not supposed to look afterwards.
So he goes online and he goes, his words were, shit. And, oh my God.
Every aspiring dealer that needs to happen to.
Yeah.
It needs to happen to you. Because it reminds you, even though because when you look at something, instinctively you know it's been well designed, well constructed, and there's been a thought process on creating it. So you know that instinctively when you look at it. But with the cut and thrust of dealing, sometimes you just get something in and just think, you know what, I'm going to turn it, I'm just going to sell it quick. That is a warning.
Yes, always do your research first.
Research first. So, this number 2, Love and Lost. Let's have a look at it. So Jay, what did you give that chair away for?
Right, think about it. It's the model GE290 450.
Wow. I would have bought it for 450.
A lot of people, after we told this story, a lot of people have said, what? You should have told me I would have been there.
But at least a lesson has been learned.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a lesson. There's many stories of that. And you probably got away lightly. There was a dealer in Notting Hill, and he had bought this very old wardrobe, and he didn't have any time to research it. Unloaded it from the van. Guy pulls up, how much you want for it? He just said like 3,000 off the top of his head, thinking that'll give him some time to do the research. It turns out it's a really rare piece, and he saw it in auction. Not in a shop, he saw it in auction for 25,000.
Oof. Oh my
Painful.
God.
Painful.
Yes.
But it's all about the research, it's all about learning as well. So we are getting very excited, and there's probably some inserted cheers going on as we're speaking, because we've got to number one, Lost and Found.
Number 1 is another, because we're lamp geeks, it's another lamp by the designer Christian Dell.
Oh.
Is like big Bauhaus designer. Another guy that we just love his designs.
So good.
It's a version, a prototype, rare version that didn't go into production, brass President lamp. But the difference with this one was it was made on design for the American market with an opaline shade.
Right.
But when the war got more thing, they stopped production and it never went into production.
Yeah.
But we were at this old lady's house in Germany with a friend doing kind of house clearance, and she had one. And she goes, and I go, "Are you selling this?" And she goes, "Yeah, you can have that." As soon as it was covered in muck. I restored it carefully, didn't polish the brass too much, and then the glass opening was weird. It wasn't like a UFO like the present one. It's like a dome, and it had this slot that fitted in, because some people were saying, "Oh, that's not the original shade," but the shade inside the glass had this groove where you slightly screw it in, it holds onto it, and you knew it was made for that. And I just didn't want to sell it. I really didn't want to sell it.
That must have been hard.
But we didn't at the time. We didn't know it was rare and it was a prototype and it wasn't. So we didn't know. So again, we took it. This is again at Dulwich.
Oh God!
At Dulwich, we put it on the sideboard. We had the sideboard. This one.
How long did that last?
Doors open, 10 o'clock. A woman came in and she goes, "How much is that?" And I remember I had the price in my mind, and I gave her the price, and she goes, "Oh, I don't know about it. I'll think about it." And she went away. And a whole lot of people were interested, but it was too expensive for them. And then I never forget, on Monday, she sent a message, because she didn't have our phone number, she didn't take us. She found us on Instagram. She sent a message saying, "I saw that light at you guys, and I really love it."
You know, it was haunting her.
Yeah.
All weekend.
Yeah, and I was happy it didn't sell. I was so happy, because I loved it. It was a one in a. I've never seen it again.
Wow.
And then I said, "I'm not selling it. It's all right, thank you, but I'm not interested." A few days later, she phoned up again and she goes, "Okay, you were asking this much, but I'm willing to give this much."
And what did he do?
Oh, my brother said, "You know what? Money's money. We need money.
Yeah.
Let's do it." And then we said, "Okay, yeah, we'll sell it." And she came back all this way from South London to pick it up. And then that's one that is, I would say, one of the pieces that I really regret selling.
Go on.
I would have been so happy just keeping it at home and looking at it, because it was so nice. The way the opaline and the brass worked together, it was just
We should have a look. We should have a look at this lamp. Number 1, Love and Lost. J. Rag&Bone. What did you sell it for, Jay?
At the show, we had, because again, this is going back not 9 years. At the show, we had 550 on it. I wanted 550 for it.
Yeah.
She offered 750. And yeah, but now looking back on it, it doesn't not. A lot of dealers won't sell it.
Yeah. I mean, lighting's become something else, isn't it? It's when you look at lighting design, most designers, because it's on a small scale, can really kind of go into a mode of design. So you find some designers that they design big furniture, and the expenditure of the R&D, they can really be innovative. That's the word I'm looking for, when they design lamps. So people, the collectors, have realised that, and especially a prototype.
I know
that would have been that would have been very hard for me to sell.
You know what? It really hurt, but and then we did need the money at the time. And I was in that money.
And you can't collect everything, otherwise you won't have any space.
I know, but she doesn't know. Well, I was trying to find her. I was trying to go through the books, trying to find her to let her know that how much of a rare and important lamp she has got, and that she should look after it.
But sometimes I'm quite lucky, because I've been doing it for a ridiculous amount of time, and people grow out of the piece and sometimes offer me back. So there's 1 or 2 pieces which I get phone calls and they say, "You know when that thing you sold to me 10 years ago?" And I'm trying to remember what they're talking about, and then they send me a picture and I think, "Oh my God, yes." So it's nice to let it go out there, let it recycle, let somebody use it. But there's a small possibility it could come back.
I hope, yeah. And if she's out there, she wants to sell it back, I'm more than happy to buy it back.
Yeah. So it's been fun.
It's been
fun, and it's always interesting to see another take on what mid-century modern dealers do. And this is episode 2 of Mid-Century Modern Design Diary, and it's been absolutely
It's
fantastic
been another.
doing and listening to Jay's stories of his exploits. So I look forward to seeing you again, and both of us bid you goodbye.